Hello everyone, GenmaTheSamurai here, and I'm here to react to the new Nintendo Direct that was just uploaded here on February 17th, 2021. This is the first Nintendo Direct proper that we've had in over a year. I am really excited to see what they have to announce. Last year was very barren, and it's been long enough that I'm expecting us to finally see some big hitting games, like we're probably going to see Breath of the Wild 2. There's one game I would like to see, but I know for a fact it's not going to happen. But I'm wearing it anyway to represent it. I don't know, maybe Nintendo will see it, I doubt it. But in general, I just felt like representing it today, and I just like the shirt in general. So, anyway, I am very curious what they're going to announce. I have no idea. This video, they said it was 15 minutes, but I see this is an hour and a half. I had work today, and it literally started right as the Direct happened, so I went like full just like radio silent. I did not look at the internet at all. I am completely blind to what happens, and I'm just gonna jump into this. No more of this. All right, let's do this. Oh, is this Xenoblade? Okay, Xenoblade 2. Why are they showing? I think I know what this is. It happened. Oh my gosh.
One day, Pyra just disappeared.
Or is this a sequel? I'm very out of context. So guys, I'm in the middle of playing Xenoblade 1. I don't really know much about... I mean, like, I've seen the characters a ton in Xenoblade 2, and I know, like, some spoilers, I suppose, but I have no idea what the plot is. So, okay. But I think this could be... Is this a sequel, or is this all just leading to...
Without a trace? Where have you gone? I'll find you, whatever it takes. This is where you were. Pyra!
Yep.
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you.
She's playable? She's the one with the... She actually has a Smash model.
I got an invitation to join Smash!
Yo! Wait, she got in, but not like, what's her name from, I forgot the name of that game. It's that fighting game. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. What?
Leave it to me, Rex.
Wow. Oh my god. Family friendly, guys. Wow. Nice. I did not expect this. She's probably also... Okay, she probably has a costume all for you know who.
There are no pushovers.
Oh.
Talk about a tight spot. Mithra?
Yeah, Mithra.
Let me handle this.
Alright, which outfit does she have is the question. Okay, they used that one. Yo, it happened.
Mithra!
Cutting it close, huh? Hey, were these guys planning?
Oh, that pose was cool.
Gee, I feel kind of bad now.
Oh, I know Xenoblade Twitter is going crazy. I know followers on Twitter who are probably going crazy. Not followers, but people I'm following. Sorry, the other way around. Followers? Who are those? Anyway. Yeah, Ender, Bloomsy. You guys are probably having a field day. And or a war. I don't really know.
You two can swap between each other freely.
Serious fight.
That's cool. Wow, that's like so much faster than Sheik. You can actually kind of like combo out of that. That's actually pretty sick.
Wait.
Whoa, he shrunk.
I've missed this, buddy. Mind if I watch a while?
The me Rex. Ah, there's the cast. Oh, I'm sure my friend Snivy is losing it too. Wait, you can like cancel out of attacks while switching? Oh my gosh. That's kind of like Pokemon Trainer, right? Oh my god. Maybe that's more like Brawl. I don't really know the meta with that character. Hey, Shulk!
I never expected to see you two again. But, well,
Now that you're in Smash, I won't go easy on you!
Ooh, fighting words. You forget. We're fighters too!
Dragon Ball fighters. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Last world of Fadiel.
Oh!
After 20 long years, Legend
it's
of
so
Mana
HD!
Remastered
What?
HD graphics is coming to
I just
Nintendo
played
Switch.
this!
You'll set
I
off
love
on a
this
journey
game!
to find the mystical
I
mana
just
tree seen
reviewed
in
this!
a dream.
This looks so clean!
Before discovering the world map.
Guys,
is
this
empty.
game is good!
During your travels,
So good.
you'll acquire special items called artifacts. Place them on the map to bring towns, dungeons, and other lands to life.
What? I don't know how I feel about the font.
It's up to
but,
you
like,
on
this is
when
so...
and where to place artifacts.
Whoa, it's so
as well as
HD.
how to advance the story.
This... I love this game.
Join forces with characters, each on their own personal
Like,
quest.
shut up, narrator. Okay, I'm
Square
gonna...
off against fearsome
Guys, check out my
monsters.
review of Legend of Mana, okay? Like, legitimately,
Or take a break
I
from
put a lot of
adventure
work into
and
that.
rest
I
up at
love
home.
that game. Alright? It's so good.
The music has been
so...
rearranged for this enhanced version,
Rearranged?
and you can alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack. Other features have been
Guys,
added.
okay,
including the
literally,
ability
if you
to
like
turn
Yoko
off enemy
Shimomura, if you like her
encounters,
music from
as
Kingdom
well
Hearts,
as
this
the
is
new
her best.
minigame, Ring Ring Land.
This is her best. Her best soundtrack.
Legend
okay?
of Mana will
Like,
launch on Nintendo
hands down,
Switch
in my opinion.
June 24th.
Play this game. It's so good. Okay? Alright?
The fairway is open
No.
once again. Tee off
No.
in the latest installment of the Mario Golf series, coming to Nintendo Switch. Study the wind and terrain. Take your time to think things through. Then swing.
Camelot, I'm so disappointed in you.
Enjoy golfing with familiar Mushroom Kingdom characters.
You guys made
on courses
RPGs.
filled with lush, natural scenery.
And you're still over here.
Use features on the greens, like
It's
a
never
shot
happening,
gauge,
guys.
to see how your shot will curve due to slopes, and a scan
It's
that lets
never
you
happening.
examine a course's terrain.
Alright? If we waited 3 years, all these people being like,
features
oh, it's
can
taking a
help you
really long
ace your
time.
shots.
It'll totally happen this time.
In
I
addition
don't think
to button
Camelot
controls,
cares. If
you
this is
can
really
also
what they're
use
doing,
motion controls
whatever.
by holding
Yes, I'm
the
gonna be
Joy-Con
salty about a
controller
stupid
like a
Mario
golf
Sports
club.
game. You guys don't understand.
Gently swing the controller
Alright?
to have
This
your
is why we
character
don't have
swing
Golden
in the
Sun.
game, letting you easily enjoy
If you ever
the
heard us talk about Golden
sensation
Sun and
of
how we haven't
golfing.
gotten a game in 10 years, this is why we haven't gotten Golden Sun.
On top of play.
Camelot,
Put your
that's
golfing
like
skills
neat
to
and
the
all
test
that you're like
when
trying
Mario
to get a
Golf
feel
Super
for
Rush
exploration
swings
and all
onto
that
Nintendo
stuff
Switch
right now, but
June
like, you're still
25th.
making a crappy
Pre-orders
Mario
begin
Sports
on
game.
Nintendo
I mean, they're not
eShop
crappy, but
after this presentation.
as far as I'm concerned, they're crappy. Because they're
The latest
putting
game
me in a
the
crappy
Mario
time.
Golf series adds new gameplay for multiplayer modes, as well as the familiar golf gameplay with easy-to-learn controls. Please look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch.
Nah.
Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Look, I'm not as disappointed as I
To
would have
enter
been
each
if I didn't
boss
set
fight,
my
you'll have to do
expectations
some
low,
odd
but like
jobs around
somehow
town and earn enough to
my
pay off the
expectations
entry.
are even lower.
You'll then face
At
off against
minimum,
a
I
slew of
wanted,
unusual
I did not
opponents.
want to see Mario Sports
Most
here.
of them aliens.
That was at my
crazy tricks
minimum.
up their sleeves.
All right, and they
Study their
ruined it.
tactics
Now,
carefully to
Legend of
gain the upper
Mana
hand in combat.
has
With
elevated
new
this a
and
little
improved
bit.
Death Glove, you'll have access
And
to a
it's kinda
variety of
cool that
deadly skills that can
Pyra
be
and Mythra are in
customized and
Smash.
upgraded before each
Those
match.
are the positives right now. We're gonna see how the rest of
Fate
this
the
goes for
world
me.
is at stake.
This is Supergirl. She's super strong.
So are Plants vs. Zombies doing a Fortnite now? Is that what I'm understanding? I mean, the kids like Plants vs. Zombies. The kids like Fortnite. What do? You put them in a blender, you myrtleize them, and then you stir it like a crazy person. You do it with this face, like right here. That's what you do. And you get this game, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Frick me. Oh, the
you
whole,
enjoyed
like,
that
last
Mario
third of
adventure
that
as
section
well.
was, like, not my thing.
Next,
Not my thing.
we have another
It was
game
not
to
doing
show
anything
you.
for me. Okay. Okay, so this is definitely an RPG. Is this Oh, is this like a new... Okay. Octopath 2.
Frost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
You and no other must decide how we proceed.
Is this a
You are
tactical
elite
RPG?
and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
Together
Is this
with
like
these
Final
spirits,
Fantasy Tactics not?
Today you burn.
I promise to do all in my power.
Yeah, it's a
to see us
tactical
through this
RPG.
safely,
Whoa.
Every last one of us.
Okay. Project Triangle Strike.
Far,
Okay.
far away lies the continent of Norzilia, comprised of 3
Alright, so they did a
nations and
Final
limited
Fantasy, now they're gonna do a
deposits of
Final
salt
Fantasy
and
Tactics,
iron.
kinda?
The constant feuds among the nations
Honestly,
over
okay,
these
I
precious
am in a
resources
minority on
eventually
this
ignited
one.
into a great conflict
I don't like the art style of
known as the
Octopath.
Salt Iron War.
It's mostly
Though
the
hostilities
bloom,
ceased with an
but
uneasy
also,
truce,
like, I don't
decades
know, I
later,
feel
the
like
flames of war
it's
threatened
just
to
not for
engulf
me,
the realm
okay?
once
Any
again.
sort of criticism I have is just, like, personal taste.
Caught in a tangled,
Um,
fiery web of plots
That
and
said, it's kind of cool
conspiracies,
that they're
a brave
doing, like, a
group
Final
from
Fantasy
Glenbrook
Tactics, and for, like, a
fights to save
tactical
their
RPG, I
kingdom
think
from
actually this
powers
kind of
that
art
would
style makes a little
orchestrate
more
their
sense, a little
downfall.
bit.
Our benefit, you say.
I'm interested to see how it'll work, like, mechanically, but yeah, if they're taking inspiration from, like, Final
In
Fantasy
this new
Tactics,
tactical RPG, battles take
that
place
actually
on
makes a lot
terrain
of
with
sense for this
different
kind of
elevations.
graphic system.
A character's attack range is determined by their location
Yeah,
and their equipped
this is
weapons.
Final Fantasy Tactics,
The
I
range
think.
can be
I haven't played too
extended
much of
by
it,
attacking
so I'm
from
sure
higher
someone's gonna be
ground
like,
with
this is
long-range
like every
weapons, such as
tactical
bows
RPG
and
ever.
arrows. Thus,
You're
your
probably
forces
right.
can use the terrain
But,
and
like,
other elements
that's
to
cool,
gain
because
the
I know
upper
people have
hand.
wanted one for a while.
An enemy
So-
outflanked is susceptible not only
Oh,
to
they have
your initial
aggro
attack,
lines?
but also a
Okay.
powerful blow from the allied
That reminds me of
positions
Three
behind
Houses,
the
for
enemy.
sure.
What have we here?
Charge into an enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up
Ooh,
attack.
that's
We
cool.
win. Link attacks together by first casting ice magic on the flames to create water terrain.
Okay.
Then electrify the area with lightning
Okay, this actually
magic.
does sound pretty cool.
It is of the utmost importance.
That's a
to
lot of,
survey
like,
the
combo
battlefield
potential for
before
attacks
taking
and everything.
action.
This actually sounds really cool.
Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important
Can
decisions
you explore around?
in a variety
Does this have a
of
little bit of Shining
situations.
Force in here? Because if so, that'd be sick.
Utility, morality,
For all
liberty.
you
Collectively,
fellow-
your
I'm not
decisions
really
will
a boomer,
establish
but I'm
your
mentally one.
conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Okay, so this has like branching
Once more,
paths and
I
what
would ask you
characters would
plainly.
join.
Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Estrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions
sounds
are
really
made,
ambitious.
your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see
This also
what
sounds
true
terrifying.
might is.
How long is a single run? Is this gonna be some Three Houses
Project
cred?
Triangle Strategy, a brand
I'm probably
new
not gonna
tactical
stream this, if
RPG
so.
from Square Enix.
You
Will
guys know
launch
how
in
long I've been playing Three
2022.
Houses.
Please
I
be on the
ain't.
lookout for more information. in
Maybe
the
like one
future.
run.
After this presentation, a demo version of this game will be available to download on
Okay, so they're doing like
Nintendo
they did with the
eShop.
Octopath,
And in the
which is
future, we'll
worked
conduct
out
a
for that game in
survey
the long
to
run,
gather
so-
player feedback. We look forward to hearing your responses on
We'll
the
see,
demo.
maybe I'll try it. Become big. I don't know about like
The fight
Fortnite.
for
Is this
survival
Pokemon
starts
thing?
now.
Hang on tight, because you're all going to play a little game of
Art
fate
style
for
seems
me.
From the
Pokemon-esque.
creators of the Danganronpa
Oh.
and Zero Escape series comes a fight for your life. Literally,
Oh.
disoriented and trapped in an underwater theme park.
Oh, I heard about this game a
Don't let it go.
long time
Now
ago.
survive this game of fate at all
Did this game
costs.
ever get released, or is this just like the first trailer for it? Shouts to my friend Blaze, because he probably has reacted to that World's End Club thing.
Or battles are
Ah.
to Hyrule Warriors
Age of Calamity DLC. I'm really curious how they're gonna handle this. So I did some streams of this series or this game, and I really like this game. I think definitely the story is way better than the first Hyrule Warriors. That said, no idea what they'll do for DLC. So I'm really curious about this. Oh. Expansion pass. I forgot, were like Robbie and Purah playable? I completely forgot. I didn't play it far enough to unlock them if so.
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch. Bravely Default
Okay, yeah, Bravely Default 2. Oh wow, that's
soon embark on a journey to
yeah,
restore
okay.
crystals.
It's like Snivy said, that's like next week.
To develop your characters and master the brave and default commands to emerge victorious in turn-based
Or is it
battles.
the week after next week?
Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this
That's
brand
next
new
week.
story on February 26th. A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed.
I don't know how I feel about like these character models in HD. Seems a little weird.
An updated demo is also
Like on the 3DS it made some sense, but this is kind of weird.
the latest 8 protagonists.
Oh, Saga. Okay.
Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi
That's
world
SNES
with
music.
protagonists, each with their own stories. With the addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus, Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th. Apex Legends is storming onto the Nintendo Switch system.
I'm sure some people might not gel with the art style of that Saga game, since I imagine the original is like a Super Nintendo game from what I remember. I might be wrong on that. If it isn't, I mean, alright, but the music sounds Super Nintendo. And I know people love the old pixel art graphics, although I kind of like the more pre-rendered look they're going for there to a degree, but I don't know if that's better or worse than the original art style. I have no idea.
How's it going so far? There's still a little bit more to show you in today's Nintendo Direct. So we hope you'll stick with us. Next, let's take a look
How
at
far
this.
are we? Oh geez, we're like 75% through. Aonuma! My man! Save this! Please!
I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year. For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
Alright, at least we have that.
While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
Is this Skyward Sword? Is this Skyward Sword HD? Yeah! Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I wonder how they're gonna handle it. Alright guys, look, I know people hate this game, but I loved it when it came out. Although it definitely has its issues, although I do remember the other collections did make attempts to fix some of them, so I'm wondering what they'll do with this. Although I feel like some of these cannot be fixed, but, even still. And none of those issues I have, by the way, are the motion controls. It has more to do with the structure, I guess. Man, I love the dungeons in this game, though. The music's so good. The story's good. It's a good game. Boss fights are really, like, it was a very immersive experience for me. I am excited. Skyward Sword HD. Yes. Is that all we're getting?
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Okay.
This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive.
Great!
And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold 2 Joy-Con controllers.
Alright.
The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword.
Sick.
Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat.
I love, yeah. Honestly,
but we've also made it possible
really
to play the
immersive.
game with button controls
Really?
to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch
really
Lite
curious.
system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control
Okay,
stick.
yeah, that's the most logical choice. Okay.
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward.
Yeah. Okay.
To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure people will like that.
Here's something else we've been working on. Specially designed Joy-Con controllers.
Oh, those do
The
look
right
clean.
Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword,
That
while
does
the
look
left
clean.
features a Hylian
Oh
shield
my
motif.
god. I actually
The
need
Legend
new
of Zelda
Joy-Cons
Skyward
anyway.
Sword, as the game depicting the
'Cause
earliest
they're
story in the
drifting.
Legend of Zelda timeline,
It would
details the
suck if
events
these
around
started
the creation
drifting.
of the Master
Nintendo,
Sword
please.
itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, and it's the first game in the timeline officially.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th. Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed
I'm gonna
Joy-Con
get it
controllers
physically,
will launch on the game's
obviously,
release
but-
date at your local retailers.
Okay.
Many of you may
July
already know
16th.
this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you
Yep.
scaled walls with vines or ran. Even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
It's very different than Breath of the Wild in almost every other aspect. But yeah, no, it's a good game.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Oh man, I was hoping we would get the rest of them announced, but that's okay. I would like a
Well,
collection.
what did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick.
Okay.
Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
Alright, so this is... What is this? Okay. Oh, Splatoon. I wish I was into this enough to get hyped for this. This is Splatoon 3 then, I'm gonna assume. Okay. What's it this, like, destroyed wasteland setting right now, though? What? Oh, that's kind of different. Oh my gosh. Wow, they're really, like, leaning into, like, the destroyed human society aspect of all this, aren't they? Alright, so this is how they end up getting to it. This is definitely Splatoon 3. This isn't a DLC expansion. Although I feel like... Are they gonna actually change it up? It's reminding me of the loading screens in the Spider-Man game. Yeah, I still haven't really beaten the story mode in Splatoon 2. That looks kind of cool. It reminds me of Ghost in the Shell a little bit. Like those apartment complexes. Those look pretty cool compared to the lobby in the first game. Yep, Splatoon 3. Not the first game, the second game. I don't know what the first game lobby looks like. Okay. So I guess it's definitely been a few years, because wasn't this like in 2017 alongside Breath of the Wild? So I guess that makes sense. Oh man. Back into the ink. 2022. Oh man, that's next year? Okay. Okay, so I'm sure they'll have more to show. Like again, Aonuma said he wants to show more Breath of the Wild 2 later. I don't think I really enjoyed this one overall, guys. I like the pirate bit. I think that was probably one of the more exciting bits. Legend of Mana, I did not expect that. That was really hype. Mario Sports kind of killed this for me, but that's a very personal thing. It's almost a rant in and of itself. I won't delay this video any longer. I think I'm almost blanking on something else here in the middle. Let me like skim. Oh yeah, no, that Octopath tactical RPG game looks really cool. What was it, like a triangle path or something? I don't know. I don't remember the name of it, but that actually looked really cool. I really liked Skyward Sword is cool. I mean, that's a game I played before though, but I'm actually really excited to have that in HD and more people are going to be able to play that. We found out that there's going to be DLC for Age of Calamity, which no crud. I'm still kind of disappointed that I didn't get to see any Breath of the Wild or like Prime 4 or like, I mean, even not even just for me, like there's no Bayo 3 and I don't know. Or what was it? Shin Megami Tensei 5. They like announced that. This would have been a good time because it's been so long since we had like a big proper one. So overall, I would say I'm kind of disappointed. And I waited most of today for this. But I think a few of these were worth it. I'll go ahead and say Legend of Mana. Check out my review for greater detail, but that is a really cool game from a long time ago that actually did not get a lot of attention back then, and probably is like, I think maybe my second or third favorite Mana game, something like that. It's in my top 5. It's really cool. I think some of its issues are like the difficulty scaling. The game is really easy, and it has like a large variety of mechanics, but a lot of the time, it's very interesting finding all of these mechanics, and it's one of those games that like you don't really play like for like a linear story or to play it like, oh, to get like challenge out of it, but more just like a sense of discovery, because it's very open and there's a lot of things that you can just kind of discover, a lot of mechanics that if you don't watch my review, I don't necessarily want to spoil them for you, but there's a ton of things in it, and the game doesn't really give you a lot of it off the bat, which is probably both a good or bad thing. It's kind of interesting in a lot of ways for its game design. I'm really excited to get that. And most of this didn't do anything for me. But I'm sure it did a lot of things for a lot of people. Splatoon, like I said, it's more just like I didn't really like get that into the first two, so like that doesn't really have me that excited, but like I know several friends who are probably losing it. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this reaction. I'm gonna cut through all of the highlights and I'll edit them all together. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Hopefully the next direct does more for me. I am so disappointed in Camelot. I thought you guys were planning for something better than this, but whatever. Alright, see you guys. Have a good night. Bye.